Welcome to this video, everyone. Let's talk about Boolean operations in this video. And this is going to be fun. You're going to like it because this is when Figma becomes so interesting. And with this, you can create even more custom shapes with all what you've known so far. And this is like when you're working with, things like Boolean logics and NOR and so on and so forth. But don't worry, we are going to do this visually. You don't have to write any code. You don't have to know any logic to do this. It's visually. So once again, I'm going to click on F on my keyboard and I'm going to draw a frame. So let's make it the size of this frame now. Okay. And we have 140, 40. 140, 40 like this by 1080. Okay. So let's call it, let's call it Boolean 1. We are going to still rename it to something else. And I'm going to draw a rectangle. Let's just draw about 2 rectangle. Let's call this R1. Okay. R1 like this. And then we have R2 like a data. And I'm going to make it like this. Do not group them, just let them be like this. So I'm going to give them color. Let me give the first one blue like this, and then the second one, let me give it red like this. Okay, we are going to copy it into 4 places like this, like this, like this, and like this. Okay, let me just, we only need 4, but let's just make it 5 because I may want to use this one to teach you about masking. So let's get started with number 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click on this rectangle 1, click shift and rectangle 2. And if you go to this place, you can see we have 2 items selected. We have select matching layout, we have mask, and we have union. We have these Boolean operations. So you can see this drop down, click on it, we have Boolean operation. I will click it, you can see we have union, subtract, intersect, exclude, and flatten. Okay, so we are going to be talking about all these Boolean operations in these lectures. All right, so how are these Boolean operation works? I don't want to use English to explain it to you. You're going to be seeing it in action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this particular shapes, this blue one, or any other one, anyone, just make it overlay the first one like this. Okay, just make it overlay like this. So now see what's going to be happening here. I'm going to click on both of them together now, and I'm going to go to union. I'm going to click on union. So look at what happened now. All right. So what happened now is that both of them are union together. They join together, just like husband, marry, wife, and then they are considered as one. That's what happened. I will go to this Boolean. Now you can see we have a group created, and it's named union. And we have drop down icon. If you click on this icon, you can see we have the R2 and then we have the R1. Now, the one that is on top is the one that is union with the one that is at the bottom. Okay, this one is considered as the head, just like the husband is considered as the head of the family, and the one at the bottom is considered as the bottom. Now, if it's a family, now the wife is considered as the neck. Okay, so now you have this one and then this one. That is why the one that is at the top is the one that seems to be the one that is union with the one at the top, with the one at the bottom, because this one at the top has what? Has red color. Okay, while the one at the bottom has blue color. But because of their union together, the one that has red color take over. All right. Okay. So let's call this one Boolean 1 union. Okay. Let's move on to the second one. This one is subtract. That's the opposite of union. 2 subtract. Maybe from this one, it start making sense now. So this one is the one that is at the bottom now. This one, the one that is the top. So I'm going to make this one again. Overlap this one like this. Okay. I'm going to click on both of them and I'm going to go to Boolean operation. Instead of union, I'm going to click on subtract now and take a look at what will happen. So see what happened now. So the one at the top now is now subtracting with the one at the bottom. Okay. So that means the one at the top seems like it's vanished, right? Out of to the thing here. And then the one at the bottom, we can see it. Because the operation is actually happened to the one at the top. That was why it is like this. All right. So this is stop subtract. And this one is the opposite of union. All right. Okay. So let's move on to the third one. And of course, you can play around this thing by yourself, please. You can just draw um, two ellipse like this and like this. You can make this one to be like this. Maybe don't let us give it red, let's give it something like this. And then give this one another color like this. So that you can see the instances, you can see how it works. This one is what? This one is at the top, this one is at the bottom. So these two like this. Click them together and go to Boolean operation, click on subtract. Look at what happened now. Maybe this one is even giving it more context to something like this. Maybe I was supposed to even be using this particular one to explain it. Is making it more visible like this than this one. And if you click on here now, you can see that the operations happen to the one at the top. And you can move this one all around here, right? All around here, like this. Now, if it is union now, what do you think will happen? Let me just copy it. And I'm going to um, um, I'm going to click on here now. So I just remove that. You can remove that by clicking on Control and backspace on your keyboard. Let's go and select union. Again, look at what happened now. You can see they join together. I think this particular shape is more visible than this one I'm using. So let me just continue with this one. They join together. All right. And then let me copy it another place again. Control and backspace now. So now, instead of using that the third one is intersect. So let me click on both of them like this. And then intersect. Look at what happened. The point at which they were intersected was the one that was actually cut out. Okay, and of course, this is happening again to the one at the top. The one at the top is the one that has this color. That was why the one at the bottom goes away. It does not go away, it's still here. You can still edit it however you like, but it's just like it's masked them. All right. Okay, so that's how you do that one. And then let's move on to the last one in this category of Boolean operation. I'm coming. I want to copy that intersect, and I'm going to press Ctrl and backspace. Now let me just have a copy because I still want to work with some. So click on both of these only, and then go to exclude. The exclude is now what? The opposite of the intersect. Like this, you can see now. This place that is at the middle goes away. And then we have this one. So you can again, you can again do whatever you want to do with these guys. Now I'm using these shapes now because of these shapes is more visible than this particular one. That was why I abandoned this one. So you can see now we have it. And the other time we were trying to create maybe something like a moon. This one is easy for us to create a moon than using pen to do that. And then let's talk about the last one. The last one is that one is just simple. That one is if you want to turn something um to edit mode, you can use flatten to do it. If you use it on this one, it will not make any difference. So what you can do is that, okay, well, maybe it will make a difference. Let me just copy it down here. I press Alt to copy. Select both of them like this, and then go to flatten. If you flatten it, both of these guys, if you click on it, they are shapes. If you click on enter now, you're going to enter into edit mode, both of them. All right. So this edit mode is different from this one. But what if you want to combine the edit mode to be one? That's what flatten means. So click on both of them like this, and then go to flatten. You can see that all of them have been combined. If you go to edit mode like this, enter, you can see that all of them are in the same edit mode, right? So that's what that flattening is. And sometimes it's helpful if you have a text before, because text is considered as just text, not essentially shape in Figma. Let's say we have D. Let me just type D. This D now, if you press enter, you're just going to be editing it. Okay? You can't really turn into edit mode. But if we go to flatten, click on it and go to flatten like this. Now it is now a shape. If you click on enter now, you can now edit them however you like. All right. And you can make them to even look more customs. So that's it about Boolean operation. You can play around with stuff. So you might even complete this one by yourself. All right. So that's it about the edit mode. Edit mode. So let's see if we can continue with our landing page now. And I'm going to see you there.